It's time for new brakes and rotors. Got the new brake shoes, got the new rotors. Here we go. All right, it's impossible to do this with one hand, so I'll take you through it step by step. After you apply the rotor, next, install the bracket. And just for the record, putting these on is the same as taking them off. It's reverse. You got 18mm bolts on the back right here and right here. Move on to the next step. I'll apply the brake shoes and make sure you use brake lubricant on here. Next, I'm going to apply the caliper on the back and make sure you already have the caliper compressed with the C-clamp. Basically what you'll do, take these pistons and make sure you use the C-clamp and completely open them up. Before you compress these, take the cap off of your brake reservoir. And you always want to make sure you always put your retainers back on. Put those on first, and then you can slide your brake shoe into the retainers. Now go back and replace the 19mm bolts that holds the brake caliper. Again, doing this with one hand. It's best to bleed these. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll check the pressure, and if the air immediately goes out, sometimes I won't bleed them. I wouldn't recommend it. You should bleed them every time, but being lazy, if they don't have a lot of air behind them, immediately after pulling off, I'll hit the brakes once, pull off, hit the brakes twice, pull off, hit the brakes a third time. If the air's gone by the end, sometimes I won't bleed them, but I don't recommend that. And again, that only applies if you remove the cap from the brake reservoir where you add the fluid. Remove the cap before compressing the brake cylinders, then you can get away without bleeding them. But again, I don't recommend it. Now it is time to move on to the other side and do it all over again. All right, on this one, we're gonna fast wind. All right, see how quick and easy that was? Finito. Yeah,